Forsaken, abandoned to the dark, what choice but to follow the flame? To seize the world with this fire is to see it burn first.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 7 of our Astragoth Ironhand Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here for another fight against the big angry shroom man, and Grimgor is back again. This time I thought he has done a little bit of a clever, and he's basically kept Grimgor on one side, kept Muzzgrub on the other side of the mountains, jumped him through to have some reinforcements, and quite some scary reinforcements of that. So lots of goblins, lots of trolls. As long as we can keep the trolls running off the side of the map, they do only have 57 leadership for us to contend with. So as long as we are kind of piling in on them and making them run away quickly, we should have some pretty good success here. Onward to the underway. Alright, back in the magma-soaked halls. A couple of these pipes broken on up. Okay, so I mean the reinforcements here coming in 2 minutes 24 seconds does make things a little bit nicer. It makes me want to be quite aggressive with our magma cannons. The problem is we have only the 380 range they have? Yeah, only 380 on the range, which is just not great. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll set up magma cannons in the center. We'll go ahead and kind of pull everything back. Very similar to our first setup. We just don't have the extra reinforcements going in. Alright, get him to Razar. We'll go ahead and have axes on one side. 2 sets of laborers up front, ready to kind of catch the enemy. Shield Drothzar on this side, axe ones behind them. Okay. Oglakons in the middle. Exactly, buds. Big airship. We'll go ahead and have these bull centaurs ready to charge down the trolls as they advance, or as they get engaged with our front line of laborers. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so let's have you two up front. We want to draw them down the middle. Once again, main characters, ranged units, and then everyone else. Exactly. I want them kind of on the sides, though, that way they're not hitting our units as easily. Alright, having a half-health bull is a bit unfortunate, but let's see what we can do. I go ahead and advance a bit there with you. We'll have these two guys push forward. I'm actually going to have Oglakons also move up to be obnoxious. Guess wise, boys. They're way in the back here this time. And I'm also going to not be foolish with you and have you just instead blast away this big boss who is on a great big boar. What a dummy. They missed immediately. I guess they did hit the rock lava. I'm not too upset. Alright, blood for the blood god. I mean, I think he hit him. Pretty sure. Get moving. Rock lavas actually throw their projectiles fairly quickly, so we'll have to react pretty fast to any kind of changes. I'm gonna go smash into these gobos over here on this side. Wish we kind of had our own Mortis engine effect right now on Kevin. Something we're missing out on for sure. Alright, they're continuing to fire on our... which is an interesting idea. Let's try to go through their line. Keep having Oglakons dodge. Smash in, turn around. Come on, Oglas. Alright, they're starting to move, so let's go ahead and have you transition into blasting into these stone trolls, which are already weak to fire. Go through. You as well there, Astragoth. Go through. Ooh, an amazing hit. Ah, they're gonna get hit right back. All the cons. Well done, you boys are dodge champions. Alright, that's that one down. Give Astragoth any kind of extra damage he needs. And then they could die on the last group there, because you deserve it. Blow everything around us here. Some more amazing shots coming down. Alright, let's go ahead and blast away the next group of stone trolls. Eviscerate them. Alright, so Grimgor is turning back around. He realizes, hang on now. Something bad is now afoot. Alright, glorious. Go ahead and charge these Kadai directly into those stone trolls. I like that they are continuing to fire, even though Astragoth's got them pinned in. They give no cares. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fire on these stone trolls next. Or take it back. Let's keep going after this Black Orc big boss. Alright, they're starting to get taken out now. So let's go ahead and have you two roll together to go after these pump wagons. Go for extra melee defense here. We don't have our weakness to fire very close to us, which is something I'm not the biggest fan of. Give them that Armor of Contempt. No one really needs it more. Magma Cannon's away. Alright, Magma Cannons, you guys need to be blasting apart goblin units. Post haste. I mean, that's a really good hit, but go after the goblins. There we go. See, that dropped like 4 of them at once. And they're trying to advance their units kind of past us. They just try to surround and destroy the two of them. Either way, we'll have them move through. Bull, get in here. Keep blasting away this general. Shotguns, get ready. Bull centaurs go wide. Create the funnel of doom. Run through so you don't get blasted apart by your own shotguns. Come on, shotguns, rescue. How are Astragoth and our Taruk doing? Honestly, not bad. Let's come up and away. We'll try to get the nuke drops in here properly. Scaring them off. Go ahead and fall back. I mean, just to be honest, you can keep fighting, no problem. Nuke away. Get you back up in the air. Go ahead and have you guys kind of fall back. Looks like Kevin and Astragoth also need to kind of come back together. If we can get them pushed through into these rock lobas, let's do it. I just don't know if they're going to be able to push through. We'll see. Back up in the air. Renders need to kind of come away from this nonsense. Shotguns are annihilating the trolls on their way in. Magma cannons, if you can go ahead and blast apart this group of archers. These gobos coming on in. Crunch them. Bring you guys back behind the lines. Red Bull, come on back yourself. We'll find a good target for you. Push them through the lines. I mean, Kevin should be able to break away pretty soon here. Give him that extra speed. Armor of Contempt needs to go back down over here on Z's side. Everything fighting Grimgor needs help. Shotguns, fire here. We need to kind of move up on both sides. Going after the Red Bull because they're bullies. Move them through the line. Let's go ahead and have you guys keep deleting blobs of archers. You're not really doing anything useful at all. So turn and shoot here. Shotguns, please try to avoid friendly fire. Ours can lose lots on the other side there. Go ahead and advance them. Good, bring these shield boys over. Red Bull, if I should. Let's go ahead and start jumping some archers here. Same thing with the Oglicons. Archers are your main target. All sorts of weird stuff going on over here. Alright, Astragoth, go ahead and break away for me. They do have artillery that's just back here shooting, even though we're in the middle of them. Come on back in. Red Bull, let's go ahead and clobber this goblin shaman. Shotguns fall back, you guys kind of come through. Drossar warriors, you need to not be fighting Grimgor, it's just going to be a bad time. Flap it over the top so we can drop those bombs. I'm back in and clobber this squad. Astragoth, come through, we need you to get into them right now. Launch this and then run. Push through with this group. Shotguns have scared off a majority of the units that are close to them, which is fantastic to see. Surround and destroy here. We'll go ahead and drop the nuke in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That group is pretty well eviscerated. We can start blasting here. We leave Grimgor alone. Take out these archers. Oh, he's clobbering my magma cannon. Bully. Give him that armor of contempt. We're gonna lose the magma cannon, aren't we? Oh, you absolute clown. And he's gonna lose leadership, but not before he does some good damage. Thankfully, magma cannons are single entities, so no problem there. He's Astragoth. We're gonna run down as many of these guys as we can here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, we managed to hold the line. Close victory. Still, a couple of the rock lobbers managed to escape, so we'll get to deal with them once more. Most of the trolls also managed to survive. Those that weren't being blasted upon by the Red Rust Wolf Boys combo in that early stage of the battle there, which was pretty great. We're going to go ahead and take the... Was it just all greed all the time? I think so. More labor. A hungry demon encounter. Now, traversing the realms is hungry work. If these demons we've encountered are to be believed, you can choose to sate their gluttonous appetites in the hopes of avoiding a fight, yet, on the other hand, death would solve their hunger too. I think it would. We'd have to destroy our bull centaur renders. No. Absolutely not. We've got a bunch of big beasties, we should be able to hold the line. The giant's going to be a problem, but if we can get it focus fire down by our shotguns, that should be no issue. Let's get in there and kill these creatures. Hungry, are they? Well, in that case, they can fill their bellies with our blades. Overhaul would not be kind to us. Our Charybdis is going to feast on these Chaos Trolls. And then from there, turning around and going after the spawn is probably going to be its main calling. Even it won't duel that well with a giant. Giants just do a ton of damage per swing. How much bonus large you have? 30, so it's going to be up to 85 melee attack. It's going to be landing its hits every single time, but so will the giant, so definitely a trade of damage there. Charybdis is dropping leadership by 8. Okay, but no regeneration on it, though. We need to keep that in mind. For the field. Alright, this army here is actually pretty well stacked up, so I think we'll deploy kind of on this side here, so we'll force them down an angle. We'll have warriors, 2 blunderbusses in the center. We're going to mirror the formation we had previously. Down to here. Warriors, man-eaters. Which will have our renders and our man-eaters in charge of dealing with the approaching warhounds. And then they can circle the going after the kind of infantry that remains. Charybdis, Vargulf, and then our lord out front. He's but a wee target. There we go. So let's grab the main characters here. Our infantry, which I'm going to keep the man-eaters out of. Like so. Perfect, let's get this battle started. Just gonna go ahead and advance to... I'd say just about here. We'll let them kind of circle and break up their formation on this, but we don't want to get too aggressive, otherwise they'll just, nope, if they're gonna be wishy-washy, we won't be. Droth, Tsar, Kimrian War Sphinx, which I guess the colors of him are gonna be very similar to your Archon, where it's all black and gold. The thing with our man-eaters and our Vargolf. Black and gold and bronze is the way here. Alright, sweet. So they're getting all into full formation. I'm going to send the renders out since they're very fast. Quite a bit faster than everyone else here. War Sphinx, you've got 68 speed as opposed to 62. We can send the War Sphinx in to go after those Hound Dogs there. When we're in friendly territory, so I can drop down Dreadquakes. Oh, this is perfect. So what if we say... We'll wait just a moment. Look at me. Hobgoblins move up just a bit there. Kimrian War Sphinx, go ahead and charge these while they're trying to lure you in there. Rib just fall back a bit. Go and smash here. Smash these trolls with the help of the fire archers. I'll think I have to charge our War Sphinx. I mean, you get what you get. Drop the Kadai here. Get in there, Vargolf. Everyone go after these trolls. We will drop then the Dreadquake. Right on top. I think you guys can handle that, right? Doom is upon you. That looks about right to me, deleting a couple of those units all at once. Our Vargolf is not going to be fighting a giant, which it really doesn't want. Then the shotgun's his way. The archers do. Meanwhile, these shotguns can start cleaving through these chaos spawn that are up front, and you go charge this general. Big dumb he is. Bring the man-eaters away. They've got the speed. Rib is ripping through the side here. Alright, bring them in after the chaos spawn. Our Kadai are doing a glorious job holding the line. Look, it is absolutely giant season here. Alright, bring the units back on in. Looks like they're going to try to catch our shotguns. Or maybe not. We'll send them round then. Gotta keep circling. Go after maybe these infantry in the center. I mean, our shotguns can easily deal with this front group. Just gotta let them get another volley in. And that spicy pepper launcher's crackling on in. They can hit these units in the center. Vargolf doesn't really want to fight a unit of infantry, but our shotguns should be able to make pretty quick work of them. Chaos Warriors they shall be for a very short period of time. In fact, we'll go ahead and drop the Dreadquake on them as they try to run. And that's that. Hungry demons. Hopefully these explosives can sate your hunger. Right in the middle. Ah, sweet. Ah, sweet. We'll round up the rest of these Chaos Warriors here, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, only 2 of our own fall in the fighting there, which is just perfect, because that was mostly a 1 Man-Eater and 1 Bull Centaur render. We'll go ahead and send this group also back to Zarnagrund. Exactly. They have a new place to work now. Oh, a Potion of Toughness, which is not the most exciting, but it is a heal, armor, and melee defense, which is never a bad thing. Devoted of us should. Most devoted acolytes of the Father of Darkness know best how to spread his word and his will to those under his thrall. Fair enough. Alright, well now we could go for just the drill there, which is going to produce us a lot more raw materials and armaments both. We actually go for the drill and the ancient inner city, which is just perfect. So we shall. If we were playing on the story mode, as soon as this was done, we would be able to get access to kind of the final battles. Progressing quite quickly. Well, with that victory, also we can have Bruce come on in and pretty easily collab the Yeti Peak. It'd be easier with artillery, but we should just be able to go ahead and give that the auto-resolve, no problem. Fantastic. We will absolutely be stacking it for the golden extra servants. Bruce has a Lamassu now. We'll keep him on the Lamassu until we have the Bale Taurus, which I guess does make sense, doesn't it? We'll upgrade. The Lamassu doesn't have any armor piercing, but it should be quite a bit smaller of a target, at least in... The model is quite a bit smaller than the Great Taurus, so it should be harder to hit. He also is going to have magical attacks now instead of armor piercing. And the ability to negate magical attacks in his presence. Where's that at here? At least he should be able to. There it is, the Sorcerer's Miasma. So you'll be able to see the kind of little glittery effect around our Lamassu as he flies through the air. Alright, another point into... So one lightning strike and the rest into the spoilers until we get over to Unbridled Cruelty. We will be sacking a lot of the settlements over here that are away from our own. Alright, better scales. Let's go for Wayfinders for you there. Try to keep you alive and out on the trail. Astragoth we will absolutely give Hellhammer. Then come on over to Dark Sacrifice, max out Hellhammer. Come on over to Greater Arcane Conduit, and then finally finish off his blue line. Let's go Wound Maker here for Kevin. Start bumping up that damage finally. 623 is pretty hefty already though. Bull Centaurs eat all their meat. And never skip arm or leg day. So Blood Peak is up here 3, so it's going to have at least a maximum garrison. The Grimgor is running. No happening. Well, on the run you are. We're going to move on Blizzard Peak. We'll have go ahead and fight as one of the field too. Decisive victory, it says. I can't wait to actually have a fight where we are not at artillery disadvantage for once. They do still have 2 of these guys left, so 2 rocks will be coming in towards our more high-value targets, like the warriors and our Hushut's Greetings and such, but let's go ahead and crush Blood Peak. We do need to sack or raise this first. We can't just capture it. Alright, kind of a weird setup here. So these guys are coming in behind us in 2 minutes and 23 seconds. They've got nothing but trolls, goblins, and 1 rock lava. Interesting. So I guess we'll deploy over here. The trees are in our way in a bad way where we can't kind of rotate around and get good shots because of all the forestry here. Okay. What an interesting conundrum. Let's go ahead and have the shotguns in the trees. Wolf boys on this side. Rook defending. I'm gonna have Astragoth. Artillery over here. Have the wounded one a little bit closer to enemy lines, even though it's not a safe tactic. That's my plan. Like so on the magma cannons, we'll come down closer, that way we can see their lines of sight. And being directly next to a tree is unsafe. Wish you could just shoot through the tree, but that is not the way. These two stop any kind of nonsense. Let's do proper Drothzar. Just kind of surrounding in the back lines there. This main fight we're going to try to handle with our Bull Centaurs and our Lords. Our Lord and Heroes. We will see. Little centaurs together. We've got the big mean one off on the side. Just gonna let them rip apart anything that comes over this way. Alright, so main characters. Infantry, artillery, and otherwise, if you chuck things, you're in this squad. And there you have it. Red Bull a little bit closer. I like having them as kind of a mobile backup. Backup is not necessarily what we're looking for here. Fire this direction. Everyone else pick your shots at will. Run them down. We're going to have just send Astragoth forward. We can have him chuck his Burning Wrath towards Grotslick. Then go get Grotslick. They're going to try to reinforce, so we should probably be a little bit clever and rotate our own squad to get ready for what's coming. I think we can just stand shotguns up front in the woods here and nothing's getting closer. They're trying to reinforce the rest of their squad anyway. Run them down here. We'll go ahead and slow everyone trying to escape. Exactly. Just chucked that in the middle of them. He's a Zulu-mancer. A whole new kind. And Kevin's arrived as well. Perfect. Let's go Armor of Contempt up front here. After I'll throw another Burning Wrath, they're going to be taking a 10% more damage. Let them just charge through those Orc Boys into the back line. Switch your targets up a bit. Minute 10 here. Bull Centaurs. Doing work. Keep going through the line. Oglicons get a little bit closer. Those poor boys are gone forever. Go ahead and have you rotate then. Rotate here, magma cannons. We can have one of you continue to fire, and the other just rotate for what's coming. Be good and disrespectful here. Every boy up front, we want you being the main distraction there, if you will. Some really glorious charges we got. Giving them that all the extra mass really allows them to punch through lines and not worry about getting bogged down. Alright, 13 seconds to spare too. We're gonna make sure this unit is not coming back. Alright, these archers are really not that big a deal, so Kevin, you go ahead and turn around yourself. I said, well, wait, reinforcements, thank you. Oglicons, run them down. We'll go ahead and have all of our Bull Centaurs. Come on back if we can. Enemies approaching. A really good shot right off the bat there. Good work. Start blasting these river trolls. Thank you kindly. We'll wait for him to reinforce just a bit, then we'll pull them on in. Alright, Magma Cannon, you go ahead and step up into the front lines as well for me. Astragoth, you guys come round. Oglicons all through. We've got so much movement here, there's no problem. Unless you're a river troll. Yoink. Just pitching those right on in. I think we will risk it, because they are going to try to keep them right together. We just don't need any of them deploying. Ah, the Kanai deploy a lot faster than I expected to. That's probably why I lose them so quickly. Armor of Contempt them for now. Pull you on back. Looks like we've got a couple of feisty greenskins left over back here. Got a jet flying over here. So if you hear any aggressive rumblings, that'd be what's going on there. Alright, switch targets. Go ahead and have our shotguns pulled to the middle here. Everyone else advance. Kevin, go ahead and start clapping those river trolls. I mean, that's a unit of rock lavas running for the hills, even though they're all pretty much surviving. Turn and destroy Mug Grub here. Those are goblin archers that need to cease to exist. Missed the effect a little bit here, but I absolutely love the little vortex the magma cannons leave behind. And I see it there. It spreads almost a napalm across the ground. Such an awesome artillery. If you stand and fire, that's going to be a really bad idea. That ward save will keep them safe for a while. We charge these stone trolls together. Go ahead and advance, see if we can't drop the surprise Dreadquake on them. Come on, before they get to our lines. And Dreadquake. Now you're going nowhere. Get them, shotguns. Gotta do your thing. We let Oglicons get caught, which is not a lot of fun for them. Shotguns, go ahead and advance and start blasting these river trolls. You get one shard, let's see if you get it. Oh yeah, that's all you had. These river trolls are done. And they thought about coming on through. Let's bring the nukes over here, bring Kevin on away, the Red Bull too. They're having a little bit of a bad time. But I think the enemy is gonna go ahead and retreat here pretty soon. There it is. I have a few extra greenskins to run down here, and I will catch you all in but a moment. Alright, only 8 fall into the siege, which is perfect. Like I said, pseudo siege. They sell it out like fools. Blood Peak has been sacked, 2,400, and 1,200 treasury has been deposited on in, which is glorious. We'll just turn around and now claim that as another outpost, because there's no actual... I'm a little bit concerned. Our Lost World OVN is kind of majorly overhauled where all of the different tradable resources are. I've sworn there's a few more here in the mountains than this. In fact, it doesn't look like there's any here at all. Obsidian, there's diamonds. Huh. No, there's still a few. So we'll just not worry about it then. Bruce, can you claim the Yeti Peak? Perfect. This belongs to us as an outpost. We're just going to keep wiping out Grimgor kind of as fast as we can. Yeah, whole province of nothing but outposts. And it's 3 provinces under control, 1,000 more treasury in that Talisman of Endurance, which is glorious. We will set Billowing Black Smoke as the mammoth here for that extra control. We'll repair Yeti Peak, and we're just going to pop in the money pit here. Building up all of our camp is going to be quite expensive. We do want them to actually be generating us goodies, so we'll go ahead and upgrade a Titan's Notch. Here at Karak Vrag. Already got the locked stores on in, which is quite nice. Oh, we've got a rebellion army kicking up over here. Who knows where Krom... Oh, is this the one that we fought just a moment ago in the... Looks like it definitely was. Rush construction for 480, and this would give us access to Taruks in all provinces, extra rank for Taruks, and then upkeep reduction as well. Well, that's nice. I don't think we need to rush that this turn. What we'll do instead is we're going to sell some labor on the Zarnagrund sacrifice block. In all of our provinces that are bringing in labor here, except for maybe the Ancient Giant Land. Well, actually, we will at the Ancient Giant Lands. We'll move over as we need. We'll send as much back to Zarnagrund as possible, that way we can claim another seat. Well, speaking of, we already can claim another seat. The one that Zatan took was the extra convoy rank and capacity, which makes sense. He's got 2 of those. Flame and Shadow for all lords, or extra unit capacity for bull centaurs. And just maximizing our army ability is going to be pretty silly. Let's go for the Grand Reaper. Start this accumulating us extra seats, or extra slots. That should, I think, activate next turn. At least I believe it does. Alright, then. What to do with the rest of our gold? Challenge Stone could use more defenses, but we have pretty good relations with everyone to our north here. They do have Marble up there, so letting Kislev take them out and then fighting Kislev is probably going to be end up what we're up to. We do have quite an aggressive artillery advantage, and if we're using the Taroks with great weapons, we have the monstrous advantage as well. Labor requirements are 700 here, so we need to really keep the Path of the East up and running. Let's go ore level for the upgraded Infernal Guard. How many of those are we allowed to have, actually? We only are going to get one. So they're not really that necessary right now. Instead, let's go for the extra control here at Gorger Rock. And then go for the locked stores or the upgrade to Eagle Aries. Let's upgrade Eagle Aries. Grab Astragoth's secondary point here into Hellhammer, then grab Dark Sacrifice. Marunleth. Alright, beautiful. Now we just gotta push Grimgor back into the Fire-Mouthed Temple. This region produces furs. Wish I knew what furs would give us besides, or in kind of difference between the outposts and the factories, but I do not know, so we'll find out together. Let's let everything kind of build up in naturally then. We'll start saving our raw materials to increase the tower up to the Tower of Ashut. Wagyu Axe Champion, let's go ahead and have you continue to keep an eye on Silver Pinnacle area, but I'd prefer you do it from our territory. That way, whatever control benefits are coming to us, there we go, we can keep an eye on what Gorfang's up to. Go crush them all. Alright, Backbreaker, go ahead and finally join up with Astragoth. There we go, that's a team starting to come together now. Ironhand, come on down too. We will remove whoever we need to when the time comes. Like some of these orc laborers. Alright, sweet. Pull diplomacy up real quick to see if we can't get any better deals with the Drathzar up to the north. Zatan, I was trying to think of his name. Complete brain malfunction. Alright, zoom on in and we'll end the turn.
Shadows Kubelu Atemarks is scanned.
Should you make a demand I hate, then I'll turn your capital into a volcano. His capital right now is a volcano. Peace for 600. What a paltry sum. Wait, is Galak's besieged? Get out of here, Grog. Ruining my building. Get in the mines. Oh, hang on now. What happened to our labor? Call to War is active now. We've got more capacity for Great Taurus. Wargrove of Woe, I think, has claimed the Nemesis ground, which is quite scary. The Bone Road. Did we just claim something that has... Oh yeah, I guess Blood Peak had a strip mine. Did I build the wrong building here? Yeah, I must have. Or I didn't take a look to see what I was repairing. Alright, still the 2 artillery pieces, and Firemouth Temple is as defended as possible. That should be a fun battle. We're not all the way replenished, though. You guys are not generating any resources. We'll grab 200 out of each. 100 out of here, and then we'll just bring them all down to the Bone Road. There we go. Fix that on up. Now we can't really afford to send anyone back to Zarnagrund to sacrifices, so we'll just reset, like going. Let ourselves get going there. Alright, Bruce, we'll also probably have you rotate back around to wherever our Hobgoblin building is. Is it all the way back here at Sleeper Mountain? Oh no, was it back at home? Indeed. Had to move back to Zorn Uzkul, which I think is not actually a bad call. So we'll have you, Bruce. Where do you get further? Actually, in March stance, which is surprising. Let's sprint on through. Exactly. Combine up these two. Oh, they can't merge. Why? No one knows why. I like to try to lure Grimgor in, so we're going to sneak on out of the damaged and repairing Blood Peak. Alright, perfect. Now I think another turn of just kind of saving. More control and movement with the tower rows here is nice, though. Keep slowing down our progression. Let's grab the treasure trove. Here. Challenge Stone can go up to tier 3. Probably not a bad call, but let's keep saving for the main tower. Sneaky Astragoth. Here as a move. Oh yeah, good old Kolg the Wagyu axe. No, you're just chilling. Poor Fang's gonna go bother Imric, which is exactly what we want to see. Alright, skip on through, zoom back over to the iron-handed one, and we'll end the turn. Oh, poor Grimgor. Failed to spot our ambush. We'll give this one the auto-resolve as we've defeated Grimgor. Or infantry. We defeated Grimgor enough times. Just more labor. You skaters. Now we have a higher chance to succeed in ambushes and a higher chance to defend against them too. This one's enemies beware. There's no telling where they might spring from. Not only can Evil Santa jump super high, he is also very sneaky. Now we end the Iron Wars. Grab the Dark Sacrifice here so we can drop plenty of Hammers of Hell. Bow Seeker for Kevin for extra speed and a little bit of Vigor Recharge, so it's basically just a shot of a little drink of water. But it's probably with them, it's probably blood, but a little water bottle on their hip. Astragoth in. Firemouth Temple must fall, no matter the cost. And the cost appears to be just a healthy auto-resolve, and that's the end for Grimgor's faction. Drungta Orcs. We lost our elites, that's fine. We're gonna name you Morgan. Morgan Ironhand, which sounds like a cowboy name. Perfect. I'll resolve this one too, just to get rid of the last of Grimgor's ilk. We will sack the settlement. I don't mind going in and sitting for a turn in March. Already gained that extra trait. Beautiful. Now it's on to Magic Reserves and on to Greater Arcane Conduit. Devastating Charge to keep buffing up that charge bonus. Let's go for more health. Backbreaking one will give charge bonus and damage. Mobility and then boost income. We'll just keep going for the passives, and then we gotta figure out a specialization for our Castellan. I actually think we have plenty of upfront. I do love the Flash Bomb. I don't like how much range you lose here with the Castellans. I like using them as hero snipers. Those Molten Cores just sunder armor, they become a very good hero snipers. Especially if you have two of them. Or heroes or any other single entities that may be in your way. Tier 4 is not what we want. We want to go for a Tier 5. Great Skull Lakes we could upgrade with our gold, which this is the home province. We definitely should go for it. We'll get in either control building or just some more walls. War with everyone on this side is only a matter of time. We have kept the Gorabandi alive. I think going after Gorabandi is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Norskins pump out lots of soldiers, and they actually do pretty well for themselves in auto-resolve against the likes of just your small Dawi and Kislev armies. They will get overwhelmed eventually, but they're a very good wall for the moment. 1200 here. So if we go for this, we get 1400. We can't afford it next turn. So no thanks. Just wanted to double check. We've clicked around enough. Let's go ahead and grab Bruce. We were bringing him over to Black Fang. Alright, perfect. Forge could be used to upgrade our Centaur renders, which I really want to. We can give all of our melee infantry Frenzy. This only gives it to our guys that are out on the field, so this doesn't apply to all of the infantry that you have that are defending settlements, which is a little bit sad. Get a bit too expensive, though, at that point. So if we were to add... We already have Murderous Charge, but if we were to add Devastating Flanker... Upkeep is going to be 78 on that one. Okay, so we have to wait still. No upgrades to be had just yet. No reason to make any enemies just yet, so we're just gonna keep you around. If I can get ourselves an additional hero. Bully. He's a bully bull. Or a post-battle greedy bull. Welcome, Fazraz. Azraz. Your name shall instead be Franklin. The Vast. Welcome, Franklin. Everyone, tell Franklin welcome. Training Control Survivalist. Sword of Strife. We'll go Talisman of Endurance for Franklin, because he is he's a lucky boy. And I guess Potion of Toughness. We'll bring him over as one of our generals, or I guess our captains in the army. Castellan, I'm going to give you the Luckstone, a Sword of Might. Any ancillaries you're allowed to have. The Devoted, sounds good. We don't have too many besides. Beautiful. Alright, Franklin, we're going to have you go join up with Bruce down here at Black Fang. Then I guess once we can start getting some of those Sorcerer Prophets, we will recruit them and use... Well, I don't like them in battle, but I guess the Demon Smith Sorcerers. But they are fantastic at running around and snatching technology, and I guess later on you can use them to heal up your Infernal Machines, which is pretty useful. Let's skip on through, and before I do end the turn here, that is going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Astragoth Ironhand campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub to the sub throne. See you on the next one.